OGLEE in the house once again. Thank goodness. Today I got some crazy shit to talk about. But this is necessary. This is very necessary, especially for brothers. This is considered a public service announcement. Now, prostate cancer, they say, is higher among black men than of any other men. And so they recommend that you get a prostate exam every year after the age of 40, especially if you're black. So I don't know how I correlated these things, but I saw this picture right here. And, when I first heard about a prostate exam, the guy said, you know what, man? When they give you a prostate exam, when your doctor gives you a prostate exam, the way they do it is by putting their finger up your ass. And he burst out laughing. So I was laughing right with him. I thought it was a joke. Eventually, I came to find out that a prostate exam does involve sticking a finger up your ass. Or you could call it a digit. One way or the other, a finger goes up your ass to massage or try to feel around your prostate area to see if you have an enlarged prostate, right? Now, from what they say, black men don't get their prostate exams regularly like they should. And this is a public service announcement to tell brothers to go ahead and do it because it's preventative, and you rather, cut it off, at the pass before it, develops into something worse. So you got to do it. So just change the whole thinking aspect of it and realize that it's something you got to do. So it's one of those things where we have to grin and bear it, and maybe not necessarily grin. Let me just tell you about my experience. And it's crazy, like I said, how I correlated it to my man here, Lil Nas. Obviously, he's a queen. He's down with that and LGBT, fine. But I'm saying, when you get down to their lifestyle, it involves someone, if he's the queen, he's wearing a dress, so someone is coming in him. Okay, so I'm looking at that and I'm thinking that's the same correlation that a black man could have when he goes to see his urologist or whoever's going to do his prostate exam. Because you've got to drop your drawers and bend over and let somebody come with their finger to massage something in your ass. So there's no wonder, because if you're 40 years old and you got to get this prostate exam, you were born probably in the 70s. And if you haven't got it now, you're maybe 50 or 55. You were born possibly in the 60s and whatever, right? So you're not used to anything being in and or around your ass. It's a total violation. That was a part of our culture. I don't know what they're telling people now, but black men did not play when it came to all that homo shit. I don't give a fuck what they tell you. Black men did not play that shit. There was a few motherfuckers in the closet, but you'd be hard-pressed to find a brother that would let you put your dick in his ass. Period. But anyway, so here you are at this prostate exam, or here I am. And I'm like, oh shit, because you got to bend down, you see the motherfucker putting on the glove. Then to make it worse, he fuck around and take the tube of KY jelly, put it on his finger. It's like, oh shit, this go against every motherfucking thing I ever been taught. I'm bending over freely letting somebody fuck with my ass. But it's something that's got to happen because it's a part of that preventative care for yourself. So you don't, let this cancer go undetected if you have it, right? And by the way, if you have an enlarged prostate, it doesn't mean that you have cancer. That's a sign and or a symptom, right? So they're gonna massage around to see if it's enlarged, and then of course you get blood tests and shit like that too. So that's just one aspect of the exam. So, but here you are, you're like, man, I gotta let this person do this. So I can remember, man, I think it might have took all of 5 minutes for me just to let the shit happen, man. And 5 minutes don't sound like a long time. But if you're the doctor, I'm sure this motherfucker was frustrated. But anyway, it was just something that every time he got by my ass, I locked up. And this shit went off about 5 minutes. I'm telling you, man, it was just something about it. And he was, relax. It's like, man, doc, come on, relax, man. Get ready to put your finger in my ass. It's gonna take me a minute. You know, and it went on and on. Every time they got close to my, I clenched up and shit. I was like, man, this is a trip. So, but finally, everything, you know, he did the shit, and it went so fast that I had to ask him. I said, Doc, did you do what you needed to do? You know, of course, after all this shit, I want you to go ahead and get the exam shit. Got this far. But he was like, no, I did everything. I promise you, it didn't take more than 3 to 5 seconds. And I was like, you sure you got whatever? He said, yeah, I got everything good. You good. I didn't feel no kind of annoyance, blah, blah, blah. But it's done so fast. And they don't have to go that far in your ass. And so, as it were, it wasn't as bad, you know, as I thought. And it's something that has to be done. Again, if you want to detect that you possibly have prostate cancer, and again, they say it's more prevalent in black men than other men. So over the age of 40, they say every year you should get this test. And again, with them saying that black men don't get it, I think that's one of the major reasons why. Most brothers I know, they don't want nobody examining, touching, feeling nothing around their ass. So this guy right here, Little Nas, when I saw this, I thought, wow, man, how could a man let another man put his penis in his ass? Ow! Ow! I just thought, what the fuck? God damn. I'm thinking about the prostate exam, and this motherfucker didn't have to go not even a half an inch of whatever it seemed like in my ass. And I had a damn fit letting them do that. I could imagine a motherfucker, boy, you're going to have to knock me unconscious. You're going to have to knock me unconscious to put a dick in my ass. I'm just saying. So, brothers, I feel you, the ones who are not getting the prostate exam, but I'm telling you, something you got to do. So you got to shift your thinking to say, hey, this is not some old homo shit. You know, let them do it, get it over with. It's one of them things you got to do and just get over with it. But I can see why you wouldn't want, you know, to have that done. It's an annual thing, even if you don't do it annually. You know, maybe do it every 2 years or something like that, but get it done. So this is a PSA, public service announcement. This is an OG call. We got to do what we got to do out here to stay alive, right? Anyway, this is OGLEE, and I'll see you again soon. And where did he get that name from, Little Nas? Usually when you call yourself Little something, you patterning yourself after big something. And the Nas I know